Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract, Green Thumb 47, set in Dartmoor, and the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Paul Anderson 37. So moving on to our briefing, 47 has taken to gardening and has developed green fingers and thumbs. The agency also has a competition of how far a target can fly. Please make your entry for the competition and enjoy the summer air. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them. All must be eliminated whilst disguised as the gardener, 1 unarmed, 2 in accident explosions, 1 via garden fork, and 1 via consumed poison. And we also have, we cannot be spotted, we can have no bodies found excluding accidents and poisons, we cannot pacify anybody, we must not be recorded, and we cannot change our disguise as our objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the gardener. We're going to have the Seeker 1 stored up in the changing rooms, and we'll be bringing with us a vial of lethal poison and our silence pistol. So, right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way straight to the greenhouse, and if we are quick enough, we can add our lethal poison to the bottle of water on the banister here, and in a few moments the target, the guard behind us, will come along as he is doing, and he will sample the drink, not minding that there's a lot of red vapor coming from it. So target 1 has been dealt with. Now I'm gonna run and quickly grab a garden fork from behind the hedge just here on the bench. You can grab this one if you so wish, but there is another one much closer to where we'll need to use it. Once we have the garden fork, we can make our way to the changing rooms, and we're going to go and retrieve firstly our Seeker 1 and collect up the 2 propane cylinders from the kitchen. So we're just going to enter in via the side entrance here so we're not trespassing. We're going to remove the Seeker 1 from the briefcase, make our way into the kitchen, and then we can grab the first of the 2 propane cylinders, add that to our briefcase, and then grab the second propane cylinder. So we're just going to make our way back out through the side door and around to the rear of the building, where we will encounter a housekeeping staff member currently on a break, and their break consists of nicotine, which means that they are a smoker. So we're just going to quickly throw our first propane cylinder just on the pathway there, and that should bounce relatively close to them. It didn't actually bounce how I was hoping, and when he relights his cigarette, he will blow himself up, and we didn't get much of a flying lesson there. So we're going to move on to our next target, and they are located by the bird table, or the bird fountain, whatever you want to call it, and they are currently pruning the trees here. So we're just going to throw our second propane cylinder just down by the ride-on lawnmower. I'm going to retrieve my briefcase just in case we need it. We shouldn't do, but just in case. So we're going to crouch down, select our silence pistol. So I'm just going to make sure there is the accident explosion. As you can see, there is one of our other targets in the area. So now we will crouch down, select our silence pistol, line up our shots slightly, and all we have to do is wait for the gardener to return, and once he has his back to us, we can put one bullet in the propane cylinder. And again, we didn't get very much distance, although this time we did get quite a bit of height. So we're going to move a safe distance away, as obviously the explosion will cause quite some panic. I'm keeping a close eye on my next target, as during one of my practice runs she became a broken NPC and remained in panic mode until I finally 15 minutes later gave up on her and started again. Luckily enough, this time round she has gone back to her usual routine, so we're just going to make our way a little bit closer. We're going to shoot her in the back with our Seeker 1, and she is going to get sick, and she is going to make her way out to the moors, and this is the unarmed elimination. So we're just going to follow her at a relatively discreet distance, and when she gets to the moors, we'd be able to duck into the bushes here, and we can then reload our Seeker 1 while we're here. Just take that opportunity. Just going to check, there are 2 patrolling guards who frequent this area. They're not currently around, so we are free to engage our target, and we're just going to quickly pounce on her and stop her from breathing, and we'll deposit her in the bushes here. So 4 targets down, 1 more to go, and our final target is over at the funeral area. So we're just going to make our way straight into the churchyard and graveyard area. There is our target. We're just going to crouch down in these bushes on our left, select our Seeker 1, and almost get spotted by someone behind us. Where are you? Ah, yes, this young lady here. So we're just going to wait for our target to move into a slightly more favourable position, and we may also have to move ever slightly ourselves. No, I think we're going to get away with it. So once the funeral director has left, we're going to shoot our target with the Seeker 1. We're going to try and avoid being spotted by the enforcer guard who's currently on patrol in the area. We're going to select our garden fork, and we're going to make our way out of the church courtyard area, and we're going to wait by this crate where there is another garden fork. So if you don't want to grab the one that I grabbed, there is one right here. So once our target makes her way into the bushes there on her way to the moors, we can just throw our garden fork at the back of her head, and thus eliminating our final target. And then all we have to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit is the hearse exit, making sure we grab the keys along the way. So there we go, 1 more subscriber contract taken care of, and we just get confirmation all of our targets were eliminated according to plan, and we managed to meet all of our objectives. That will get us our Silent Assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.